guys, and welcome back to BAMM and QD's Verbal Discussion VD of Valkyrie. This is episode 2, and we're discussing the patch notes. They'll be launched 17th of May, which is next week Tuesday, and I'm going to ad-lib this right here, straight from the actual patch notes itself. A patch will be released on Tuesday the 17th of May for Valkyrie, and it's a whopper, crammed full of improvements and some sweet new features. As always, joining me is QD. QD, say hi, dude.
Hey everyone, and he's not kidding about the patch being a whopper.
It's a big smelly. I want to say smelly, but we don't know. We don't know yet. This is we'll discuss further. We shall discuss further.
He said sweet. I'm hoping for not smelly.
Yeah, smelly whopper. Well, let's hope it's good. Let's have a look-see and cast our beady little peepers over it, and hopefully come with a conclusion at the end of this little discussion, guys. Cool beans. So, QD, the first topic on the agenda, dude.
So the first note on the agenda is the NA versus EU event. Things have changed slightly since last week. We do now have a time and a date that is set in stone. That's the one thing that we're sure of. The time is 8 o'clock Eve time, UTC, on May the 15th. That's the Sunday. Be there, be square. The event will be streamed. We don't know exactly what the stream format will be. There will be an announcement, there will be tweets, there will be loads of stuff, so you won't miss it if you're paying attention. Everything else will be handled at the time because we're doing some fun stuff with the teams, hopefully.
Okay, good to see this is actually going ahead. Who knows, this might become a, staple, esports event. Anyway, guys, back to the patch notes that were posted by CTP Roo, and just a offhanded quote right here. He's actually raising a glass of quaff to all of you poor Valkyrie pilots out there. So the first thing on the patch notes basically says, new screen results. You love your ships, so why not see them in more detail? Basically, he's going to be re-rendering the ship's quantum. I'm not sure how this is actually explained. What is it about?
So right now, when you finish the game, you come out into a screen which shows you all of the ships in a line. The ships in the middle are very slightly more pronounced than the ships on the edges. The two in the middle are the best players from either team. It says victory on one side, defeat on the other, and it has just a small scale view of the ships that took part in the battle. Apparently they're making that much more awesome. The next thing up is the joystick controller mapping. Which could be controversial depending on how well they've done it. There is capacity there for joysticks to exceed controllers in playability. Maybe.
You see, I disagree with that. I don't think in any way, shape or form a joystick will outperform a controller. But I am most likely wrong, and I have been proven wrong many times. But yeah. For more details, CCP Illumin has posted up a bit of a thing. We'll stick it in the description below for you guys to have a see it as well. I don't think it will surpass the joystick. I don't think it will. Notice I'm saying thinking. It most likely will, but let's hope not, eh?
Yeah, I hope not. Because their base level format has always been the controller. And currently the best pilots use the controller. To me, they should be equal. They should be completely equal. But if you give the joystick full freedom, it has that potential, so we'll have to see.
Again, just moving swiftly down the list will be a case of the new session player invites for squads. This has been a bit of a bugbear for a lot of people. They're not being able to invite people to squads correctly. Am I right when saying that, am I?
Yeah, so this patch note only gets like 2 paragraphs in the entire set of patch notes, which is like massive. But this change is probably one of the biggest ones for new players and pros alike, people who've been playing for ages. You can just click inside the game to get somebody who's playing right now into your squad. Previously, you've had to like entirely exit the client to get a squad, friendship-based squad set up if you didn't already have them. So it's really cool. It's massive creature comfort and a massive step forward for the social stuff in Valkyrie.
I believe they've been banging on about on the forum for quite some time, and to actually see them actually do this and go that far with it, that's actually far and above than what was actually asked for, which is good, which means the devs are actually listening to the guys on the forums. If you're not on the forums, get on the forums, say your piece, because the devs actually do listen to you, from what I'm seeing here. Also, going on the actual patch notes will be progression changes, unlocking heavy and support classes. To give you a chance in your tools of war, we have now made unlocking the heavy and support classes much easier. So, BAMM can be elite noob, rank 3 as soon as possible. Great!
Yeah, as long as you are new to the game, this change will also be massive for you. It helps with progression, because you don't have to spend as much resources on the first 3 ships that you'll unlock, and it gives you the chance to try the other trees for free just by ranking up, which is really cool.
That is very good, I agree. And devs have realized it actually makes the game more enjoyable, easier to play, and, more accepting. So instead of it being a massive learning curve, they're plateauing the learning curve down a little bit and extending out the game time that people tend to play on it. You like the progression changes on the launch tubes can now be purchased. You liked that one, didn't you, Quantum?
I really did. So for me, almost all of this patch, for the people who've been playing a lot, doesn't make too much of a difference. But for somebody who's new, especially if they haven't messed with the launch tubes before, this is really cool. So they'll be unlocked by rank, which is experience, and then bought with silver. So 100,000 silver at rank 5 is a fair chunk, but it's almost worth saving for after you've built your Dominator and then getting the launch tube next, because you can go on to stick your brand new support ship or your brand new heavy into it, which you got for free. So it makes sense. It's really good. I really like it.
I'm not a hater of that. If the devs are doing things for the right reasons to make a game fun, which I believe is the right reason, then all the power to them. All the power to them. And again, this is sort of stuff that people have been asking for on the forums. So guys, get on the forums.
Absolutely. They're definitely listening, and this patch just underlines that massively.
Yeah, it does. Totally underlines the fact that devs are actually listening to the player base, which is a bit different. Which is kind of why I like the CTP guys in Newcastle. Every day I walk past them, I lick their window, lick, and they give me a cup of tea. It's great. It's brilliant. Love it. Dude, they even give me bacon. How's this? They even give me bacon. Walk past, they throw a piece of bacon at me. Love it. CCP Bosun often throws a pack of bacon at me. Often. It's great.
He's not trying to shoo you out the door with it, is he?
No, I'm just walking past, dude. I'm just bumbling past, in my own business to go to my usual window licking spot, and next thing you know, a bit of bacon flops onto the floor. Plop. And then a pack of bacon flies out the window. Plop. It's brilliant. I get free bacon every day when I go past CCP Newcastle, dude. It's brilliant.
Might have to pay them a visit.
Dude, seriously? Bacon, man. Bacon. These guys love bacon.
So the next thing on the list is actually one that I've been asking for a while, and it's pretty close to what I've been hoping for it. The only patch note in there that is really aimed at the more experienced players, but affects everybody equally. Gameplay and balance improved assist system. The improved assist system basically means that anybody who's contributed to the kill within a certain period of time before the person blows up will get credited with an assist, instead of just the person who did the penultimate bit of damage. It's much more accommodating, and they went a step further. They included the thing that I wanted even more. If you've done 75% of the damage, you get a near kill assist on top, so you get 60 points instead of potentially nothing.
Well, this actually is bringing Valkyrie to, I want to say, modern standards, and I'm going to compare this to the KD, sort of the kill death system in Battlefield 4, because it's the game I play a lot of. Okay, yes, I play a lot of Division and a lot of Destiny as well, but Battlefield 4, this is what reminds me of Battlefield 4. So when you are shooting someone in Battlefield 4, and you get an assist, you get, for example, if you've done 42% of damage, you get 42 points, plus an assist. So that's 50 kills. So that's 50 points plus 42 is 92 points. So bang, straight out. If you do, I think it's 85% plus. So if you do 86%, not only do you get 80%, not only do you get to 86 points, but you get an assist kill, and it also counts as a kill because you did the majority of the damage, regardless of who put the last bullet on him. So
Yep.
yeah, this is actually means to me that the guys at Newcastle actually bringing the game up to, I want to say, a modern sort of standard. So if you assist in a kill, you get points for assisting in the kill. That's great.
Yep. I'm hoping they iterate on it a little bit, but otherwise, even this change on its own, if it stands like this, is really cool. I'm so glad they've done it. So continuing on with gameplay and balance, the guys at the Newcastle branch have decided that team deathmatch games, they go to time too often. I can't say that happens too much in my games, but for the most part, I guess with the rookie games, people don't get 50 kills in 10 minutes. So they've reduced it to 30 kills to win within the time limit. Which means shorter TDM games, which I'm more happy about because I prefer capture. So having more of a split between those game modes by time will be really cool. Really happy about that one.
You see, for me, it didn't really make any difference whether it went to time or got to 50 kills, because for me, it's all about the flying experience, all about enjoying myself whilst flying, learning the skills that are needed. I just think they've hit it too hard, I think, with the Nerf hammer this time. I don't really see if there's any point to this particular one. I always saw Team Deathmatch as a flash in the pan anyway. 50 kills in 10 minutes. I mean, it's only 10 minutes. I mean, God, 10 minutes. You know, yeah. It doesn't matter, but I know it's just my sort of crazy drunken bacon fueled idea. It's just a case of who cares whether it's been 50 or 30. I don't. It's still a good time, still having a fly, still shooting people, getting shot at massively myself. So, yeah, you know, I don't see there being any point of this particular one myself.
So I can see where you're coming from. The thing with this one is, so 1-5 and I are in a game on the same side, for example, and we're people who will regularly get 30 plus kills, no deaths, and that means we're in the fight the whole time, so we're killing quite quickly. And we'll still have 7-minute games as like our top tier, maybe 6. With this change, it'll go down to 5, 4.5 maybe. And the capture mode, if you really roll over a team the same way that you would have done in that TDM game to get 6 minutes, you can end a match in 5 or maybe 4.5 if you're really on it.
Yeah, so, but surely Team Deathmatch and Capture are two separate game modes completely. Team Deathmatch is team versus team. Okay, yes, Capture is still team versus team, but you got to capture specific points. You know, I just always felt that Team Deathmatch was like a flash in the pan. You know, quick stab, get your acuities right. You know, your senses and your hand eye and your muscle memory all sort of sorted before you go to Capture, because Capture is a bit of lone wolfing to a degree. You've got to be a bit sneaky, a bit tactical. Team Deathmatch is an ultimate sort of beat people over the head with a massive sledgehammer, you know, troll massively. I don't see the point. Again, don't see the point of it particularly. I'm sure I'll be corrected in the comments below. But you never know. You never know. This actually might be them again trying to keep people playing the game rather than having to wait for a timer. You know, so yeah, shorten the game. Increase the experience.
So the next one on the list, swiftly moving on, is they reduced the respawn time on you when you die. Previously it was 15 seconds, they've made it down to 10. I'm quite happy with that. It's always a little awkward sitting there twiddling my thumbs watching the holo map whilst I'm waiting for the respawn timer to tick down.
See, again, I'm going to compare this to Battlefield 4 again. Fairly fast-paced type of game. They give you about 5 seconds, and after 5 seconds you then have the opportunity to spawn back into the match. Now, I'm surprised they didn't hit this one as hard as I thought they would have. It's just, something that I don't see the particular point of. Make it 5 seconds, keep people in for longer, you know. But again, I'm probably going to be proven wrong and shouting it down the YouTube video. BAMM, you're wrong! You know, again. But, you know, I would have made it 5 myself. But, again, I'm pretty sure there's a reason for these particular types of changes. 15 seconds was a very long time. Sitting there, quite literally twiddling your thumbs. 10 seconds, I'm pretty sure will be long as well. Very long and very tedious. 5 seconds, I think, is the right sort of mark, right on the money there, sort of thing. I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, the YouTube comment that you're most likely to see is 10 seconds is okay because it gives you time to look at the holomap and just get an idea of what the battlefield is doing. Unlike in Battlefield, for example, there's no map that you can just flick up at any time. The only time you get any strategic overview of the battlefield is when you're dead. So it's okay to have a few seconds to look at it. And the next one is missile locks can now be manually cancelled.
That was an issue?
Yeah, so a bit of a bugbear for the pilots who have played for a long time. Once you locked up a target, if you held down the missile button forever, you would keep that target locked until it died. They had made it slightly better in the last version because they made it so that if you're facing far enough in the opposite direction to the thing that you locked up, you would unlock it. But there was no other way. Like if you ever let go of the button, you just fire your missiles and they go off after the guy. So now they've given you the ability to press the right stick down on the controller to cancel your missile lock.
They've also added a gameplay balance of they target drones as well. I never realized that was even an issue as well. Another thing I didn't realize.
Yeah, so drones couldn't be targeted directly. Phasers would actually pick them up if you were pointed directly at them, and you could dumb fire missiles into them, but you couldn't shoot at them off axis. So it's not a major change, but it's quite tactical. The only ship that really benefits from it is the Goliath, because it had literally no way of killing an enemy drone other than flying right up in its face and dumbfire missiles into it.
Okay. Basically some, I want to say some basic maintenance to the actual game itself. Silly things that perhaps maybe might have been overlooked.
It's one of the most debated things on the forums, weirdly. Although the debate was mostly focused on what button do you use to cancel the thing, because they've all pretty much got used. I suggested the actual target lock button, which is Y, but the right analog stick is unused right now. The problem is it's kind of awkward to press.
Okay, so just quickly breezing past, or should I say gleaning past a few of these topics here then, Quad, because we are dragging this out a little bit. Classified ship blueprints are no longer ghosted, which sounds pretty cool. Improvised description for legendary ships, so you guys get a bit better description of the actual ship type. But the topic I really want to get to, so I'm gleaning past these other topics, is the kill feed is delayed after death. Now, that was a problem for me. I'm a noob, alright? I never get to see who bloody well kills me. So I'm actually kind of glad they slowed it down and moved it a bit, so it's great. Good news for me.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't bother me much because I automatically flick my eyes left when I die. It's the very first thing I look at, because you do get a split second or two before it fades out, in a stylized fashion. But it's good. There was definitely people who were complaining about it. So again, devs listening, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's because you're a elite pilot, bruh. I'm a noob pilot, bruh. I don't know, I keep forgetting to look left. It's a case of I'm so used to the stuff coming up in front of me. To look left has become, I've actually got to tell myself, okay, I've died, look left. Oh shit, took too long. Guys faded out, But I'm glad they slowed it down this time. They can actually cater for the noobs. As you guys probably already realized, this whole update is to cater for us noobs, believe it or not. Not for the pro leaders out there like Quantum, Juan, and GG. It's for us newbie pilots. Us wannabe pilots that wanna be like them. Yeah. Also, the victory or defeat banner has been added as well. Something very, very cool. I want to see what it looks like. It'll be brilliant. They should have posted a picture up into this patch note so we can actually see what it looks like, because it sounds pretty cool. Good idea. That's great.
I'm hoping for maybe something a little like Overwatch. I might be over enamored with Overwatch, but whatever.
Dude, Overwatch is a lobby shooter. That is it. All it is. It's a pick up and play for 5 minutes until you get bored lobby shooter. That is it. Valkyrie is not a lobby shooter.
No,
although I will say there are some gimmicks in Overwatch I like. It was the defeat, the victory. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd like to see it in the game. It'd just be cool. However, whatever their implementation is, it's nice. It's a nice touch.
Okay, so Quant, we've now given our opinions on almost every single topic that these beautiful, delicious patch notes that CCP Roo have given to us. Okay, but the main topic that we both want to talk about is the new male pilot head. To me, the bottom part reminds me of either CCP J-Bot or CCP Kurok. We Kurok without the beard. But I want to lean more towards J-Bot, but I'm not too sure. I want to know who was the model for this male character. So if CCP could actually tell me, please, so I can poke fun and laugh at the poor guy. Who do you think it is then, Quantum?
I'm totally on the Kurok side of the fence. Yeah.
I'm more on the J-Bot side of things. CCP J-Bot. I really do think it looks like J-Bot. I really do. But I see where you said it looks like Kurok because of the nose. But I think it's J-Bot because of the lips. Interesting.
Hard to judge. Definitely hard to judge.
God knows where I'm finding these words from, but hey, it's Valkyrie, the awesomest game since ever! Right guys, from me, BAMM Havoc, thank you very much for letting me bleed your ear holes dry with this patch note gloriousness. Quantum!
I am making no apologies for making people's ears bleed dry. Love these patch notes, love them, and I'll see you next week.
And that was it. I'm tired, okay? That's why I can't fucking hold a coherent sentence. I've been up for almost 3 days.